Hello friends, welcome to another practice question of polynomials. This is the 20th question in the series. Uh, Let me switch on my pen first. This is the 20th question in the series. This question is from the NCERT textbook, and we have done many such questions before. Let's start solving this one. Okay, now remember, in this question, the question says f of x is equal to this 2x to the power 4 minus 3x cube minus 3x squared plus 6x minus 2. And the question says if two of its zeros are root 2 and minus root 2, find all the zeros of the polynomial. If two of the zeros are root 2 and minus root 2, find all the zeros of the polynomial. So if remember, if root 2 and minus root 2 are the zeros of the polynomial, one factor of fx will be x minus root 2 and another factor will be x plus root 2, x plus root 2. Okay, these two will be factors, which means that the product of these two factors, that is x square minus 2, will be a factor of this polynomial f of x. So effectively what I can say is f of x is actually a polynomial. F of x is actually a polynomial that is x square minus 2 multiplied with another polynomial. Okay, let me call this polynomial as p of x. Okay, let me call this polynomial as p of x. So if I have to find p of x, I have to divide. Okay, so p of x will be f of x divided by x square minus 2. So effectively what you have to do is to find the zeros of the polynomial, all the remaining zeros of the polynomial, you actually have to find p of x and you have to divide this by x square minus 2, which is the product of these two factors. Okay, when you do that, you will get a polynomial, okay, p of x, and this p of x you have to find the zeros of this polynomial p of x, and that will give you the all the four roots of the original polynomial f of x. So let's start by dividing the fx with x square minus 2. So when we do that, what we actually get is x square minus 2, x square minus 2 is dividing, this is a very big term, 2x to the power of 4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2. Okay, this is our original polynomial and this we have to divide. So x square, I multiply this by 2x square. Okay, 2x square. When I multiply with 2x square, what do I get? I get 2x to the power of 4 and I get minus 4x square. So I write here minus of 4x square. Okay, change the sign and subtract. When you subtract, this becomes 0. And what does this become? Okay, this comes down as it is, which is minus of 3x cube. This becomes plus of x square because minus will become plus. So minus 3 plus 4 will be plus x square plus of 6x minus of 2. Now multiply this. Now this becomes our main term. Multiply this with minus of 3x. What you get here is minus 3x cube minus 3x cube. This nothing will come here and this will become plus of 6x. Let me go slightly down. This will become plus of 6x. Now let me subtract this. This will get cancelled. Okay, so this will become 0. This will become uh, x square. This will become x square and this will get cancelled on changing the sign, so this will also become 0. Okay, and this is minus of 2, so now it will be plus of 1, so plus of 1, so I get x square minus 2. On subtracting all of this, this becomes 0, this becomes 0. So now I know that the polynomial f of x, which is this whole big f of x, can actually be written as f of x is equal to x square minus 2 multiplied with 2x square minus of 3x plus 1. Okay, now look very carefully. This part I have already factorized. Okay, this part I have already factorized. So what will this part become? This is x minus root 2 into x plus root 2. And what will this part become? This will become 2x square minus of 2x minus of x plus 1. Now how am I doing this so very fast? Because I've studied factorization very well. If you have not studied factorization well, please go back to the playlist of factorization. This chapter was actually studied in class 9th, okay, and refer the entire playlist of the chapter factorization. Factorization is one tool that we'll be using extensively in algebra for class 10 and beyond. So this will become, if I just solve this part first, I'll write the other parts as it is. This will become 2x into x minus 1, and this will be minus of 1 into x minus 1. Okay, and this will become 2x minus 1 into x minus 1, and this will remain as it is on both the places, that is x minus root 2 and x plus root 2 will remain as it is, x minus root 2 into x plus root 2. So the final answer is that the four zeros are x minus root 2, x plus root 2, 2x minus 1, and x minus 1. Now you see the two zeros are given to us. Okay, if you equate this with 0, you get x equal to root 2. You equate this with 0, you get x equal to minus of root 2, which is already given in the question. If you equate this with 0, you'll get x equal to half, and if you equate this with 0, you get x equal to 1, and these two are the other two zeros of the equation that you had to find. I hope you found the solution useful. Do like, share, comment, and subscribe. And in case you want me to solve any other questions for you, do put down your queries at the WhatsApp number mentioned in the description. Okay, so the other two roots are half and 1. Till then, keep practicing hard. Cheers and God bless.